I'm going to discuss about facial recognition bias. Before diving into what actually facial recognition bias is, I would like to discuss what is facial recognition and how does it work. It is a method of identifying or verifying the identity of an individual using human faces through technology. It is based on ability to recognize a human face and then measure the various features of the face. It compares this information with the database of known faces to find a match. Facial recognition can be very helpful in identifying a person's identity, but it also raises various privacy issues. So how does facial recognition work? Every face has numerical distinguishable landmarks, the different peaks and valleys that make up the facial features. These landmarks are also known as nodal points. Each human face has around 18 nodal points. Some of this measured by the software are distance between the eyes, the width of the nose, the depth of the eye sockets, the length of the jawline, the shape of the cheekbones. These nodal points measured, creating a numerical code called as face print, representing a face in a database. Who uses facial recognition? It is used by a number of government entities. It can be used to monitor people coming and going in airports. The Department of Homeland Security has used the technology to identify people who overstayed their visas or may be under the criminal investigation. Customs officials at Washington Dulles International Airport made their first arrest using facial recognition in August 2018, catching an imposter trying to enter the country. It is also used in classrooms in colleges. Facial recognition software can, in essence, take role. If you decide not to attend the class, your professor could know. It is right now used in various social media applications like Facebook. Facebook uses an algorithm to Spotify faces when you upload a photo on its platform. The accuracy rate of Facebook is pretty high, that is which is 98%. It is also used by various airlines at their departure gates, mobile phone makers in products, retailers in stores, marketers and advertisers in their campaigns to target users according to their age, race and gender. Now coming to the topic, what actually facial recognition bias is. It was found that most of the facial recognition algorithms exhibit demographic differentials based on person's age, gender or race. Facial recognition algorithms are more likely to misidentify people of color than of white people. Black people and Asian people were up to 100% as likely as to produce a false positive than white men. A study named Gender Shades found that overall accuracy rate was high, but all companies developing facial recognition better detected and identified male faces than female. Lighter male faces were the easiest to guess the gender, and darker male faces were the hardest to guess the gender. The Native American demographic had the highest rate of false positives. This slide shows the facial recognition results by the test carried out by a study called Gender Shades. It was a test carried on number of companies, and these are the results of top three companies that provides facial recognition software. As you can see, the Microsoft was successful in providing 100% accuracy for lighter males, while it provided the least accurate percentage of accuracy for darker females. The largest gap for accuracy in various categories was provided by IBM. It shows a 34.4% gap, while it provided 99.7% accuracy for lighter males, but the least accuracy was 65.3% for darker females. This data shows that there was a bias between not only between the gender but also between the race of an individual. As earlier, this slide shows the test results of for the Amazon's recognition software. Uh, it shows that the lighter males had 100% accuracy, facial recognition accuracy, while the females, or rather darker females, had only 68.6% accuracy, which is the least. To make a point that Amazon's recognition software is used by various government entities in US, such as FBI or the officials at US airport, or the US Homeland Security uses this software in order to identify a person's identity. Uh, why facial recognition bias is harmful? This could be problematic as more and more number of companies depend on data as what you should pay for the car insurance, or when you are likely to commit another crime. American law enforcement agencies across the US have begun to embrace facial recognition technology as a tool for tracking people's movement and identifying criminal suspects and witnesses. The FBI alone has lodged more than 390,000 facial recognition searches of state driver licenses records and other federal and local databases since 2011. Uh, One false match can lead to missed flights, lengthy interrogations, tense police encounters, false arrest, or worse. Such searches are critical to function, including cell phone sign-ons and airport boarding schemes, and errors could make it easier for imposers to gain access to those systems. What causes facial recognition bias? Facial recognition is mainly based on the data that is fed into the model. Programmers are training artificial intelligence on a set of images that is primarily made up of white faces. Hence, their systems will reflect the bias. Another part of the equation is assume that most programmers are white men. So if you are not uh, like if you do not have diverse perspective, it could be easier to miss the groups that you are not familiar with. So this is a list of references that I've used for my topic. I've kept these references in the description section. You can go through if you want. Thank you.